Buckle up for a wild ride. We're going to be talking about 9 crucial things you need to know before moving to Raleigh, North Carolina. So don't move without watching this. What's up, family? It's Polynice here, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys the 9 things you need to know if you're thinking about moving in or around Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, this list is not in any particular order. In fact, it's a lot based off of the videos I've done in the past. It's also hearing what you guys have said in the comments, and of course my personal opinion. Now, if you're new to me in this YouTube channel, we talk about everything you need to know about Raleigh, North Carolina. So make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out. But also, don't forget, I am a licensed realtor, so if you do need any help on that end, just reach out. To kick things off, the very first one I'm going to talk about is actually red light cameras. Now, this one, as a child, I remember my parents used to go crazy, did not pass one. Even if it was yellow, if the light was yellow, they did not even consider it, because what was happening is they were snapping a shot of your license plate to send you a ticket to say, hey, you've passed the red light. So they are here, but I will say one thing about it, it's not everywhere. You'll primarily see it in the Raleigh metro area. I haven't really seen it expand out to the other areas all around Raleigh, but at least the downtown area has it, some of it. The North Raleigh area has some of it. So you're going to want to be cognizant of that. If you're an individual that does like to get behind the wheel and run those traffic lights, you may want to think about that twice before doing so, because at some point in time you will get that ticket. And yes, of course you can fight it. I mean, you can take that up with the court system, but
to the biggest criminal of all, the court system.
I just want to let you guys know that, because that may not be a deal breaker, but I think it's important to know so that you're not surprised when you get that letter in the mail. But as you may know, as I've talked about in the past on many different videos, the public transportation here is just not the greatest. And I think it's extremely important for you guys to know, because if you are heavily reliant on that, you will have a difficult time just traveling, at least for now. Who knows what it's going to be? I do know there's a lot of conversations, a lot of talks of improving it, but right now in this current state, not the greatest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you guys. I'm just going to tell you guys how it exactly is, so you know how to best prepare yourself. So if you don't need to rely on public transportation, you're in a good stance. If you do, you may want to reconsider. You may want to think about, all right, how could you readjust or kind of go about that route. Now, I do have one solution I will say for you. So the Raleigh Triangle area, and this is only really in that Triangle area that they have this system. It's like a pickup service system that they have set up, and it's called Access. And pretty much what it is just an individual coming to you wherever your destination, well, not even your pickup, to bring you to your destination. Very similar to Uber, I mean, but I don't know the cost of it. I hear a lot of mixed reviews about it, so you can take that with a grain of salt, but I will say you're probably just better off just going through the Uber aspect, because at least it won't be late, and if it is late you can penalize somebody for it. Given North Carolina is a car dependent state, I have to share this one. This has nothing to do with real estate, but it has a lot to do with your livelihood.
What you talking about, man?
And I learned this the hard way, because I'm used to registration processes going through every 2 years, so I didn't have to really deal with that on a short-term basis. But here in North Carolina, you have to update your registration. You got to get your car inspected every single year. And I'm going to share this story with you guys, because I know quite a few individuals that like to ride around dirty, and every year they have a fight. Every year they have a battle that they have to go up against, and that's within the DMV, because you have to pass your car inspection. If you're not in guidance, if you're not in their guidelines, you're gonna have trouble. You're gonna have to do some things. So obviously, if you are a person that likes to ride around dirty, you may want to think about that before maybe even registering your car here, which you're probably gonna have to do. Or you just come clean. Now, that one I just shared with you guys was a hidden dark secret that many people don't find out until they're here. So if you like this information, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any of these videos informing you what it's like to live, eat, sleep, play all in Raleigh, North Carolina. Moving along through this list, I want to talk about the rec centers, the golf courses here that they have. And I love the rec centers because I'm not used to it. Coming from Connecticut, it was very hard to find an indoor gym. So coming down here and having that access to indoor gyms all over the place, it's amazing. But for those individuals that do like golfing, I mean, yes, you'll have it everywhere. I think a lot of individuals move here for that specific reason. You have better weather throughout the year, which means you can golf more throughout the year. So you'll have your private locations and you'll have your public locations, depending on exactly what it is that you're looking for, where you live. And then for my rock stars, but people that like to go out to go party, go to concerts, go to music festivals, I mean, you'll have them all year round. Despite if you're on Raleigh, Cary, North Raleigh, you'll have those individuals, because there's amphitheaters in every single one of those places I just mentioned, whether it's an actual amphitheater or it's actually on the lawn outside outdoors, in which you'll have those pretty much an outdoor concert. But for my car lovers who may be leaving their state and coming to North Carolina thinking, man, how do I get involved with the car community here? Trust me, it's a high presence here already. There's actually a Cars and Coffee that goes on every single month. You'll see exotics, you'll see all the things, old classics, you'll see everything that you are used to probably seeing. And this is why you give me a call, you shoot me a text, email, day or night, hey, maybe even on the weekends. It's because I got your back in this market. But not only that, where else are you going to truly learn what it's like to live in or around Raleigh, North Carolina? Now this one here, some of you may love, some of you may not care, some of you may actually hate it and despise it. And when I came across this scenario, the situation, I was like, man, I don't know how a lot of people are gonna feel. I actually laughed about it because I found it really funny. But as I was walking on my, my daily walks, my hikes that I do, on the trails that I was on, this one specifically, sure enough, I saw a dead snake, and I was just like, ooh-wee. I know some of you guys watching this right now, you guys are gonna freak out. You're gonna be like, I told Ronnie, I told you. And guys, I told you they're here, but it's just I don't see them that often. Maybe they avoid me, but I'll share this news article I did see as well that made me laugh when I was actually looking at this, because a lot of you guys are wary of the snake's presence in the area. So here is real life information of what's going on the ground here, and you can take it as you want. One thing about Raleigh that I love is the fact where it's located. I have multiple access to different cities, and if I need to go back up north to family, that's not a massive commute. But I also have access to, like I mentioned, cities that are nearby, the beach, and the mountains, in two different separate locations within 2 hours of each other. Because what that does, that enables you to have weekend getaways or make it into a day trip. You get to explore, you get to experience something completely different. Well, let's talk about this one here, which is HOA. If you're not a fan of it, I am so sorry, because there is a large presence here. Now, not every single community is going to have one, but for the vast majority of it, yes, you will have an HOA. Some of them are not strict, some are, and some of them you're just going to be like, oh heck no. However, I will say, and this is exactly why, you just reach out to me, let me know some of the things that you are looking for, and if HOA is important to you, be sure to mention that to me, because yes, I'll go ahead and find that location, that community, that area that may be more beneficial to you and your family and what you're looking to do here in that Raleigh, North Carolina area. But don't forget, HOAs are a thing. This one that you're going to want to hear is for all my guys in the back, that, not even guys and gals, because man, I mean, the presence here when it comes to this is extremely large. When it's beer drinking, breweries, beer events, I mean, they're everywhere. As you guys know, that's not my scene. If anything, you're gonna catch me more at the whiskey, the bourbon bar, just hanging out, chilling with a glass, a cup, and a glass and a cup, a glass, cup, and ice, just sipping away. But I will say, there's a large presence here, so you won't have any issues when it comes to that. But if you're still considering, is Raleigh, North Carolina, or is North Carolina for you, I did a video that I'll go ahead and tag up there that you can go ahead and check out to see why do some individuals leave North Carolina in general. But just as much as I enjoy making these videos for you guys, I am a licensed realtor here and would love nothing more but to be able to assist you on any of your relocation needs. So that number that is popping up right there, make sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, email, day or night, heck, maybe even on the weekends. Always remember one thing: I got your back in this market.